Welcome back, everybody. My name is Mateo Hall. I used to talk about all things finance and my financial journey on this channel here, and I haven't uploaded in quite a while, so let's talk about that. If you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering where I've been for the past 145 days, which honestly is a pretty valid question. I mean, one of my New Year's resolutions was to get over 5,000 subscribers on this channel, and at the rate we're going right now, that's definitely not going to be happening anytime soon. Well, at least within this year, it's looking like. So that's the question of where have I been for the past 145 days? And honestly, the truth isn't that exciting. I've been slacking. Yeah, sure. I'll tell you guys when I originally stopped uploading. It's because I was having some health issues. I had a really bad stomachache, ended up going to work, and it turns out that I had an appendicitis. And I had to be having that taken out, and it was really bad. I'm gonna be honest, that was not a fun time. I wasn't able to do stuff for about a month. That just sucked away at every bit of motivation that I did have. I mean, I love being in front of the camera and everything. I did performing arts all throughout high school, so this isn't a chore for me. It's something that was fun. But seeing that I kind of failed on my upload schedule, that really took a solid hit to me, and I didn't know what to do from there. Coupled with the imposter syndrome of me talking about finance as some 19-year-old that's just getting started, it really took a hit to my ego, to my channel, and towards everything in general that I didn't know what to do, and I was afraid of failing. I think that's really what it broke down to, is that I was afraid that I would fail, and if I just never even tried, then that means that I never really failed because I was the one that stopped it, and that's a terrible mindset to have when you're going into something. I had to take a step back away from myself for a minute, and the imposter syndrome of comparing myself to the likes of Graham Stephan or me, Kevin, Andre Chick, Jeremy from Financial Education, all of those guys, they know a lot more than me, but that's when I started to come to the realization that no, I'm not necessarily teaching you guys how to be the most efficient with your finances yet. I'm not telling you that I know everything. What this channel was made to be originally, it was to document the financial journey that I'm going on, of how I'm going from nothing to a millionaire by 30 years old. I'm not going to be that guy who already has millions of dollars in their pocket and is telling you how I got there. No, I'm someone just like you watching right now who's getting started on their journey. Heck, I haven't even completed my first year as a real estate agent yet. I'm not making that six-figure salary that you picture from the mega Hollywood agents over in California. But what I am doing is I'm learning and I'm teaching you guys everything that I'm learning right now. I'd be lying if I were to compare myself to the rest of the Millennial Money crew because they're doing something different. I mean, Kevin is running for governor of California and he's leading in some of the polls right now. I'm someone who's starting their financial journey right now. You guys get to see this from beginning to whenever it's going to end and how to grow from nothing to something. So the imposter syndrome that I was and probably still am suffering from isn't even valid. Because yes, it's completely true to say that I don't know nearly as much as them, but that's not the niche that I'm trying to focus in on. I guess what I'm trying to get at is the fact of when you're comparing yourselves to others, it's important to acknowledge and think about who are you really comparing yourself to. You see, I'm never going to compare myself to the likes of someone like Jeff Bezos, who's running a company with a market cap of over $1.8 trillion, because that's not even feasible. So I guess I'll throw the question back out towards you guys. Who are you comparing yourself to right now that you really shouldn't be? Whether it is a celebrity or even your sibling or a coworker, just a friend, they're doing something with their life that isn't necessarily in lines with what you're trying to do. It's great to have goals. It's great to have a drive. It's great to have a role model. I would say that Graham Stephan is my role model. He's what really got me into finance, but I'm not the next Graham Stephan. I'm Mateo. Gosh, it's so cheesy now looking back on it, but it's true. When I was in middle school, there was this assembly that they brought in a guest speaker, and they said that everyone is the best at doing absolutely one thing. And the trick is you just have to find out what that one thing that you're the best at doing is. So young Mateo, foolish, always on a teacher's nerves, he's all, oh yes, of course, I'm the absolute best arguer in the world. And I raise my hand up super proud, being like, I know exactly what this is. I know what I'm the best at. And that's exactly what the guest speaker was looking for, was someone with that power, that drive, that they knew what it was. The guest speaker calls on to me, they're like, yeah, go ahead, you in the red shirt over there. And I'm just like, I am the best at making an argument ever. And they're just like, really? I'm just like, yeah, of course. And they go on this little tangent talking about how amazing lawyers are out there winning great cases and politicians being the best arguers ever. And they did prove me wrong that I wasn't the best arguer ever, because I didn't even try to come up with a rebuttal towards that. Their speech then carries on for a couple of minutes talking about how it's important to find that drive, that thing that really motivates you in life. And they circle back to this topic that everybody is the best at one thing. And you have to find what that one thing is. So they open the question up to the crowd again, and they get a variety of different answers. Oh, I'm the best swimmer, I'm the best runner, I'm the best speaker. Before eventually someone gets the right answer. I'll never forget this moment. It was this really quiet kid in my class, and he raises his hand. He's very, very shy and everything, and the guest speaker calls on him, and she says, all right, what do you think you are the best at? He's all, well, I'm the best at being me. And the crowd just kind of stopped for a second. We were all listening in on that, like, what kind of answer is that? And this guest speaker gets this huge smile on her face, because it's true. It's very likely that the only thing in life that you are going to be the very best at is being you. So it's time to stop comparing yourself to your favorite athlete, celebrity, or influencer, because you aren't them, and you most likely never will be, and that is a good thing. No one wants to be seen a carbon copy of the next LeBron James or PewDiePie or Mr. Beast, because LeBron James, PewDiePie, and Mr. Beast already exist. We need new ideas to continue on in order to keep the world moving. If we try to create carbon copies of everyone else, then we're just stagnant in one area, and that is why I'm going to continue uploading on this channel, and that is my motivation to come back over here after the 150 days that I've missed. So yeah, you can make excuses, you can have a medical emergency which costs a couple $1,000s to fix, sets you back. You could have some psychological issues and really just have to push through a mental barrier. You could have people telling you that it's not worth it, that you're not going anywhere with it. And you know what? If you believe them, then they're right. If someone tells you that you can't do it and you think even for just that half second, yeah, you know what? I probably can't. If you let that mindset get a part of you, then you won't be able to do it. You're able to be the best person you could be. If I can be the best Mateo that I can be, if you can be the best Carson, Travis, or Madison that you are, that's how you're gonna end up succeeding in life, not by imitating someone else, but by being yourself. And I'll be back pretty soon with a more finance-based video, kind of updating you guys on where I am with my life right now. Remember to check the links in the description down below. If you sign up for Discover Card using that link, you can get free $50 credit towards your card, or if you sign up for Webull and deposit $100, you can get several free stocks in the platform just for signing up and depositing $100, and you can instantly take that back out. So feel free to check out some of my old videos. There's some pretty weird Dutch angles in there if you were willing to go far enough back that I didn't really realize what I was doing when I was recording, but it's a ton of fun nonetheless. I love you guys, and I will see you next time until we continue our financial journeys.